Hello students, today we are covering the concept of reusability. Okay, so dear students, basically what is an reusability? So reusability is the concept where we are using the concept of old class, okay, where we are using the properties of our existing class into a new class. So dear students, in OOPS or in C++, to use the concept of reusability, we are taking the help of inheritance. Okay, so dear students, basically in this case we are creating a new class. Okay, and for making this new class we are reusing the property of existing one. Okay, suppose we have a older class, okay, that is known as base class, and we are making a new class from this base class which is known as derived class or subclass. So whenever we are using the property of existing class into a new class, that is known as reusability. Okay, and to implement the concept of reusability we are taking the help of inheritance. Next topic, that is overloading. So dear students, basically what is an overloading? Okay, so whenever we are specifying more than one definition for a function. Okay, so whenever we are specifying more than one definition or a function, it is known as function overloading. And also whenever we are specifying more than one definition for an operator, which is known as operator overloading. So dear students, to understand the concept of overloading, we are seeing an example. In this example, dear students, we are using print function. Okay, print function to print different data types. So you can see, first of all we can write header file, then we are making a class with the name of print data, then public specifier. Under this specifier, dear students, you can see we are using a function void print. Okay, so dear students, under this class we are using same function three times: void print for integer I, void print for double F, and void print for character C. So it is function overloading, means here we are using the same name of function multiple times, that is void print and void print, but the parameter value of that function is different in each case. That is, first case for integer, second case for double, and third case for character. So dear students, under this function we are just printing the value. Okay, for first one we are printing integer value, for second one we are printing float value, and for third one we are printing character value. Now here we have our main function from where the execution of our program started. Then we are making an object of our class. So our class is print data, and here we are giving the name of object, that is PD. Okay, how we can making an object? Name of class, then object name. Then dear students, with the help of object, that is PD, we can make a call to print function PD dot print, and in bracket we are giving integer value. Then PD dot print, we are giving our double value, and in bracket PD dot print, where we are giving our character value. So dear students, you can see for first function it will print integer value, it will call to void print integer I. For second function, so second it will call to float value, that is PD dot print and your float value. And for third function it will call to PD dot print and it will call to character value. So whenever you are executing this program, you can see for integer it can print 5, for float it can print this value, that is floating point value, and for character it will print this value. So dear students, these are two topics that we are covering in our today lecture. So thank you.